What's up, bros? This is Shrim coming at you with some Modern Warfare 3 free-for-all gameplay. On the map, I'm not 100% sure because I haven't played this game for like 3 months and this is my first round back. But the topic that I want to really talk about today is really accepting yourself and being cool with where you're at right now. And for me personally, like, this is a really kind of touchy recent subject because I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been in the worst funk for the past maybe week and a half, about 10 days, and it wasn't like a commentary kind of funk, like making content. It was not like a vlog kind of funk. It was just like an overall, it had nothing to do with gaming. It was just like an overall life kind of funk. And what I kind of attributed that to was just me being not cool with where I'm at, because I'll be straight up with you guys, I'm not the best League player, I'm not going to provide the best YouTube content everywhere. I'm not the best student, I'm kind of a slacker overall. And it was just something that really got in my head, and it was really hard to snap out of for me. I was just so unhappy with where I was at, and it really took the smallest thing to actually snap me out of it. It happened maybe less than 5 hours ago. And I wake up in the morning, I feel kind of shitty, like every Monday morning does, but so I wake up and I'm driving to class. I'm just this is another day, how long until this funk ends? I'm really sick of it. I'm tired of being kind of salty all the time. And then I'm smoking my morning cigarette, or actually second cigarette of the day, because it was my first one walking. But so I'm smoking my cigarette and just walking, and I'm talking to this dude from my class. He seems pretty cool. First time I talked to him, and it just dawned on me that not everyone is gonna be this superstar. Everyone is gonna have their own path in life, and whether it's you're a professional gamer, you're a professional sports player, you're a doctor, everyone's gonna have that, and building up to it is gonna be different for every single person. And that combined with looking up at the sky, I was just it was nice outside, it was really bright. I was just damn, I've been so unhappy over not being all these things. What if I had just been cool with where I was at, and if I just accepted that maybe where I'm at right now isn't where I want to be in 5 years, but you gotta make progress towards it, and nothing's gonna happen overnight. So yeah, that was just a huge thing for me. And a thing that's really common with me, at least, when I start feeling really insecure and just doubting myself, is I lash out at people, which is really unfortunate because it's a really personal problem and it really can hamper relationships. And I'm not even talking about just I'm dating this girl, but my best friend, we got into this heated argument about the stupidest shit because I couldn't accept where I was at. I just felt so insecure about everything. And but yeah, it kind of peaked for me yesterday, and that's really when I had to reassess maybe what I was doing right now maybe wasn't the most positive thing for me. And what kind of happened was I was talking to this girl that I'm really cool with. Me and her, we go back a little bit, but yeah, so I'm drinking a cup of coffee, and just something, I don't know, something was in my head at the time, and I just lashed out. And I think it kind of hurt our relationship a little bit because I was just so insecure with everything. I think that was a really big thing for me, and that's what really motivated me to take a look at my stuff and make sure that maybe where I'm at is where I should be. And instead of looking at it where I'm at is only a stepping point. But yeah, it's just what I've been kind of going through lately. Small things that kind of helped me throughout this funk, as well as other funks that I've had in the past, was just, it's really simple stuff. It really came down, usually it comes down to 3 main things. The first one that I try to do is my most common go-to is just get a cup of coffee, because coffee's a stimulant, and it really helps me out with just thinking clearer. But this time it didn't work for me, so I had to go to my second, which was listening to my choice of music. And you know, it's like really small things like that that can make all the difference. Like for me, I really love hip hop instrumentals. Like that's what I live for. Or not actually live for, but that's like my go-to. Like I just love the idea of like people making beats and the theory that goes into it. It's just a beautiful thing. And so yeah, I turned on some new Jabez, I turned on some Tokimon stuff, and I just kind of went with it for a bit, like, and that, you know, that helped. But if that doesn't help, usually what I'll do next is try to go to some meditation. And like, this sounds really like, you know, like kung fu kind of type shit, but you know, it really helps out like me a lot in the past, just because like sitting for like 15 minutes, you can be listening to music, you can be doing fucking anything, I don't know, like texting your best friend. Yeah, like those are the three main things that helped me get out of a funk. If you like this content, you know, like me, like this video. I promise I'll get better. This is my first time going at it, so yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna catch you guys later, bros, and peace.